from me, George Riley. Welcome to the Trafford Centre. We're here to meet one of Super League's new boys today, the Salford City Reds. Shaun McRae's side bouncing back from the heartache of relegation from Super League to become the best side outside of the elite competition in this country. The cooperative National League One champions. Boy, do they bounce back in style. Some really impressive young talent coming through as well. But you won't find the bookmakers predicting success silverware-wise from Salford this season. 200 to 1 to win the Engage Super League with the RFL official bookmakers. Nonetheless, Shaun McRae is back, a shrewd tactician. He's brought in some really impressive, strong signings as well. We'll meet some of them today, and some really impressive youngsters too, and they're all keen for another assault on Super League.
I'm looking forward to a new challenge. I kind of think so far, I've played a lot of prop throughout my career and that, and with Salford they've kind of given me another dimension with maybe playing in the second row or a few other positions in the pack. So I'm looking forward to that, and I think it's something that I can keep me on guard and kind of try and keep some weight off me and stuff. So who knows where I'm going to play next year, but I'm just excited to be playing.
Oh, was there a bit of festive excess? Was there? There's a little weight that needs getting off you?
Oh, I've got two young girls, so there was plenty of Quality Street knocking about. So I'm paying for it now, but yeah, we've been training really hard, and training's been quite intense, and that's something that I've really enjoyed so far. We've obviously the weather's not been the greatest for outside and running and things like that, but what Salford, and what we have been doing, we're doing a lot of boxing and a lot of different kind of, classes and things like that, that have been kind of keeping them Quality Street off me. So yeah, I've been doing all right.
What was it that attracted you to come to Salford? I mean, you've had different challenges in a way, with no disrespect to Salford, but the Bradford Bulls, Warrington, always pushing at the right end of Super League. Salford have had to endure a season, if that's the right word, outside of Super League. Was there anything in particular that thought, yeah, this sounds a really exciting challenge for me?
Well, the opportunity to probably play more regularly, throughout my career I've probably, been just coming off the bench, whereas most props do come up, most teams need kind of 4 props and stuff. But with the idea of, obviously there's no relegation, and it's a classic cliche, but I do see Salford as actually going places. You can see that with the off the field stuff, with the signings and who they've signed, and also with the stadium that's going to go in place. So I think that's certainly something to be looking out for in the future.
Very tough year last year, very enjoyable year. Winning all those trophies was a wonderful thing for the club, and we thoroughly deserved our off-season. The guys have had that now. Some guys went away to the World Cup, of course, and we've had a little bit of post-season surgery, not too many guys, I think 4 operations, so everybody's back in full training and we're ready to go.
Watching the guys talking between themselves, there's a lot of new faces, a lot of youngsters as well, but a lot of banter flying around. It seems you've got a pretty decent team morale building up already, even before the season, with so many new faces.
Well, I think if you don't get that early, you're not going to get it when the season starts. It's important that you have that spirit, you develop that culture. And when you bring new guys in, I think it's important they bring something with them as well. And the good thing is, there's probably only one relatively inexperienced signing, and that would be Dean McGilvray from St Helens. And when I say inexperienced, the fact he's 20 years of age. But all the other the other 6 new faces are all around the 27, 28, 29 age. Except Willie Talau probably won't mind me saying that he's around the 31, 32 age. But so they've all been there and done it at other clubs, so they fully understand what's required, and their transition's been very smooth.
How's the winter been?
Yeah, it's been cold, hasn't it? Yeah, It's been very cold. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's probably slowed down a little bit what we can do in training. It's been very icy. Probably been a bit dangerous at times. But we managed to get hold of an all-weather field, which has managed to pick up training a little bit. Well, we've only got Jacksonville just around the corner now, 2 days away, so hopefully we'll come back and the weather might have picked up a little bit.
What's the winter like as a professional sportsman? I mean, is it frustrating or is it a nice relaxation period? Rob Parker was telling us he put on a bit of timber at home.
Yeah, well, with them ears on Rob's, he just wrap them round in like 2 sleeping bags, aren't they? No, but yeah, on a serious note, mate, yeah, I'm a bit old school anyway. I like the cold. I love being outdoors. That's what rugby league's all about. So I'm a little bit old school in that respect. We get the benefits of some of them are playing, don't we?
Yeah.
Either or, we've still got to play our training in the cold, don't we? Whichever way we're looking at it.
And what about the new boys that have come across? I mean, the cold is going to be. Well, I suppose they've only just got here, a couple of the Aussies anyway, but this is going to sort them out. Some of the Aussies, aren't they?
Yeah, this will sort out the men from the boys, won't it? Some of them are already moaning about it, sniffling noses like little babies, but they'll get used to it in a couple of years' time. Like Willie's already used to it, so he's not been whinging and moaning as much. So yeah, I mean, the calls are cool, mate. At the end of the day, we've got to deal with it. All the teams in Super League have got to deal with it. I'm sure the Yorkshire lads are probably getting it even more up that end. So yeah, we'll deal with it when we get over in Jacksonville. We'll have some benefits from that.
Exciting times, you know, with the new stadium getting built and all the new signings. You know, really looking forward to 2009.
It is going to be a very different kind of season for you. Used to sweeping the board with Saints in an all-conquering side. This is going to be getting out there in a team now which, well, opponents will expect to beat probably, and you can show them a thing or two.
Oh, most definitely. You know, we've Saints had some great times there, and you know, some very good years. But you know, I'm looking at this as a new challenge, and hopefully it will fulfil you know, what I expect of the season.
What do you expect of the season?
A lot of hard work, a lot of grind, probably a lot of you know, a lot of tackling, and hopefully plenty of tries.
I suppose in a way this is a step up for you, isn't it? Because you're playing in a team where you're really going to have to graft now to compete at that level where you're used to competing, or you have been competing in the last few years.
Yeah, you know, like I said before, you know, I'm looking at this as a challenge. You know, obviously at Saints, you know, you don't get much of a chance to show, you know, well, I think your true qualities, because you've got so many great players. So, you know, hopefully, you know, I can, you know, show a little bit more variation of what I can do.
Was that frustrating at times at Saints because you were just surrounded by superstars? You think, hang on a minute, I'm Willie Talau, I'm a really good player, and you may not be getting the pass because you've got two superstars waiting inside you.
Sometimes, but you know, you know, sometimes, but you know, it's a team game, isn't it? So you know, you just, you know, if they score, you just, you know, applaud it, you know, good play.